Hey everybody, we are going to do a partial draft here. We're not going to finish this one up, but we're going to do a best of one draft on the paid account here. My info is currently incorrect. We just crushed it in our previous draft. We're 0-0 now, and we are actually on the paid account. So I'll update that. All right. I also want to thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom. Before we get into this, you know Card Kingdom. They sell magic stuff for your physical game, and they do it really well. And if you click on my affiliate link down below in the panels, you'll get there from my stream. And that's what helps me a lot. So please check that out. And know that if you incorporate Card Kingdom into your... Just keep them in the mix. Just comparison price, comparison shop, comparison sell. And I think over time you'll see that when in doubt, go with Card Kingdom, because you just have the reliability there that can't be beat, and their prices are super competitive, and their buy list is among the best in the industry. So thank you, Card Kingdom. Check them out. Hey, we were just talking about this cauldron. Is it any good, you know? Maybe we'll find out here. I guess one problem is you can't just run it out there. Well, this is also the paid account where I don't even care. I'm much more willing to draft for science here. So no, we don't consider gems. This is the paid account. We can do whatever we want, but I have never really played with it before, so I'm going to take it for science, if nothing else. And if we don't get the black, we'll pass on it, but I'm curious. Let's see what we can do with it. See, this account has some of the pretty frames. I already did the thing. Yeah, I think this is Sir Kara, and then if we get a Merchant of the Veil, that's not bad either. We can fill up our yard with creatures for the cauldron. Maybe we don't play it. Let's see where this draft goes. But I certainly liked this great knight here. This is just a Reeve Soul, though, even if we didn't have the cauldron. So... you could add Trebuchet or the Foreboding Fruit. With Sir Kara, I'm kind of tempted for the Trebuchet, go red-black knights. Yeah, I'm going to take Trebuchet. We could take Smitten Swordmaster ahead of hopefully wheeling the Forever Young. Yeah, we could also take the Edgekeeper. Edgekeeper. It kind of says Edgekeeper if you take out a bunch of letters. All right, I'll pull this one, because this is a safe, simple pick for the Reeve Soul we already have going. I really like Trebuchet and Kara, but Innkeeper is like not really close to anything we're doing here yet, so that concerns me, but I'll see what you all think about it. INN versus Sword. You can consider Sword not Innkeeper. If you think there's something else we should pick besides one of these two, pick Sword. Close one, but I'm on the Sword plan too. I like this card a lot, but it almost feels like taking it here is starting over. I mean, we could be green-black adventure. That's true, but I'm gonna go with chat, since that's where I was leaning anyway. Ogre Errant, not amazing, but fits into where we've started here. Let's just take it. We can take the egg too, but I'm okay with the ogre here. It's a knight. Dwarf or egg? I think I'm going to hedge towards a dwarf here. If we get loaded with dwarves, they're really quite good. And egg, I don't know what egg does for us in a red-black aggressive deck, except kind of clog it up a bit. Ooh, here's another dwarf, but another trebuchet. Man, you kind of got to take all the dwarves you see if you're going to do the dwarf thing, but trebuchet's so good. I'm going to forsake the dwarf and stick with the knight theme here. All right, I'll take Tournament Grounds, but again, I don't think we're going to play it. But if we're red-black aggro, I don't want to splash is the thing. I mean, I guess if we get Garrick or something, I will maybe regret it, but I don't even want the mine either. Does this count dwarves? No, it's 7 dwarves. I guess maybe it's more likely to have an impact on our deck than Tournament Grounds, but I'm with Luis on Dwarven Mine in the sense that generally you're being aggro, you don't really want to run out of Dwarven Mine. But we're never playing Tournament Grounds, so all right. Are you guys talking about the last? Are you talking about the last pick? You wanted Dwarf number 2. Well, we can take another Dwarven Mine. And we tried Ferocity, and it wasn't terrible, but we got Human, Dwarf, Human. Luis just was down on playing them in kind of your 9-8, 10-7 type decks. I'll take Ferocity. We'll see about it. Here's another Ogre Errant that's playable. Memory Theft, okay. Might be main deckable. Not the second one. Hushbringer is okay, although I had an opponent play Hushbringer against me, and I played Clackbridge Troll. That worked out well for me, let me tell you. But yeah, Bell of the Brawl is exactly what we want for this deck. Red Cap will wheel. Oh, this one you mean? I still think we want Bell. I think let's lean into the Knight side. And I think we have a Witches to wheel there. Ooh, another Bell. Another Dwarf. We're going to try and wheel this Dwarf and take a second Bell. And another Barrow Witches too, but 2 Bells is great. For whom the bell tolls. Rimrock or Elite Headhunter? I want this Rimrock, but this is sweet. This can be hard to use. Hard to use. It's not maybe as good as it looks, but I think we take it. I mean, it's Rimrock. I mean, this is close, actually. I think Rimrock is good enough, and Headhunter not quite as good as it looks enough that this is a pretty close pick. You think we just go Rimrock? I'll vote this one. Let's vote this one. Rim or Elite? The fact that it's even a vote shows how underwhelming the Headhunter is compared to how good you want it to be, you know? Close, but a lot of support for Rimrock. All right, I'll go with it. I'm going with chat. Here's another Dwarf we can take. Red Cap probably wheels here. If not, a Barge In does. I think we want like 4 Dwarves before we're happy. Let's take another Dwarf. I keep seeing Fling and thinking it's Joust, and I get excited, but Fling is not Joust. We're going to take Thrill. Pitch some land and keep the spells flowing. All right, here's a red cap. It's not a knight. What are we doing to pump it? If we're not pumping it, I mean, we have this ferocity. I don't think we're playing it yet. Nantuko wants keeper. A little late for keeper, isn't it, buddy? Yeah, barge in could be the pick here. Oh, this is a different raider I was thinking of. Yeah, the double strike one was... I thought the double strike one is a knight, right? That's why I was confused. I saw red cap and thought it was the knight. Yeah, let's go barge in. Guardian can play here. It's a lot of errands. I don't know if we're playing all of them, but I like it over that 1/1 flyer. I just don't like these at all. We'll take Weasel back here. All right, another dwarf. We'll snap that up over the skewer of the tournament grounds. Maybe we play a Lash. And another barge in. We're just going to pile on. Maybe even fling. We're never main decking that shriek. Woo-hoo-hoo! Sure, we knew this was coming. And we're going to wheel this dwarf. This deck's starting to look sweet. Ooh, now a bacon to a pie. Oh, the pain and suffering. All right, I'm going to pull this one. Blow the house down would be okay, but we have like 2 barge in. We already have stuff that's kind of doing the... This pack is nuts. I hate that this pack is all coming at once, but it is. And we're going to bake, order, or even scorch. And I'll flip to this view. I don't think Dragonfire wheels unless we've managed to be like the only red drafter. Keep in mind, order is a knight too. But Scorch, we don't need Scorch for curve. Like, I mean, we're not, let's take the fling out. You can even take the thrill out. Like, we're going to wheel a dwarf. We've kind of got great 2s. Yeah, I'm with bake. Order, I love you, but I'm going to bake. Here we can get... Ooh, this is another kind of pullable one. I don't think we want Revenge of Ravens, but Barrow Witches is a 2-for-1 in this deck. Searing Barrage is just more good removal. I'll do a short poll on this. I'm curious, though. 15 seconds for Barrage or Barrow. There's a couple Barrows ahead of us that might wheel, I think. Or maybe not 2. We might wheel I keep saying that about Barrow Witches, and then they've stopped wheeling, though. All right. It's a landslide. All right, here's a Dragonfire we can take, but there is a Burning Yard Trainer. We've got some tough picks each pack here. That's pretty good, but I think we do want just the Dragonfire here. Yeah, we got 7 wins with the last deck. Maybe we wheel this? I don't know if this wheels or not. There was another knight in that pack as well that might wheel. Here's a Joust for us. Definitely taking that. Broom, I'm not sure makes the cut here. But I don't think we run a cottage any more than we are going to run a Dwarven Mine. We already have a fling that I've put in the board. I don't think we need another fling. I'm just going to take Broom. And probably not play it. I mean, we can take even another Guardian if we... like, we can even cut an Errant and play another Guardian. Might be Guardian, but I'll take Broom for Vault. There's another Searing Barrage. This deck is looking aggro. Here's the dwarf we wanted back. We get 4 dwarves now. That's enough to run them. And a nice Forever Young, although it's a bit of a non-bow with the old Cauldron of Eternity. We can take Ginger Brute instead, but I like a Forever Young in the deck. No, I don't think we're playing Cottage. And I might play a Ginger Brute here, but I just like Forever Young. I didn't know we were going to get 2. Probably not playing 2. I do. I know the cookie did some work. Yeah, this is starting to feel like we're not even playing the Cauldron. Pack 3, pick 1 was Stormfist Crusader. So let's ditch the Cauldron. Probably one of these errants has to go. Probably the Wicked Guardian, not a Knight. Probably not Ferocity or Memory Theft. Or Lash. 16-9 here. What's our Knight count? 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Knights. We might be able to go down a land. We do have 3 5s, though. Yeah, we could drop another errant. That's not unreasonable. Weaselback is, in fact, a Knight. I think it's a little greedy to drop a land, given this. But yeah, we can drop a Barge in, for sure. It's a little bit slow, but it's good. I think we still run a Forever Young in a deck like this, don't you? Maybe it's a little. Maybe we'd cut it. Well, the thing is, it can help us get back stuff that could then potentially win us the game, but Slipper is not great, though. Weaselback is a nice mana sink. I think I'm going to run the Weaselback. It's fine in a deck like this. You could cut the Forever Young. Thing is, this kind of deck is good against Mill anyway. Ogre Errant is indeed a Knight. And we're not, we only have 4. I like all 3 of these. That's fine. What, Nantuko? Want to start here? No, I don't think there's too many 2-drops. I mean, I guess if we had some great 3s, I might consider cutting one, but we don't, so... Yeah, but I'm not willing to cut any of these 5s. Bake, Reeve, yeah, Barge still gets some stuff done. What do you want to put in instead of Barge? Another Ogre Errant, the Forever Young back, Guardian. I don't want to tilt the land more red when we want to be sure to get bells down on 3 and bake stuff into a pie. Well, the idea is we have removal to get through stuff, but I think 1 barge in is okay. I'm going to go with this. Let's run with this. What are we calling this? We're calling this 3 short. I am looking forward to Dionysus is referring to my upcoming vacation. You know, it's going to a wedding, which is not usually like, it's not about you. It's not about your vacation. It's about going to celebrate somebody else, but it's still getting away with my wife and my son. My son's staying home and minding the house. We never finalized it. I kind of like leaving the 7 dwarves open to creative interpretation. Fanatic Guru, anybody, all of you wanting me to go to 16 land, I just don't agree with 4 4-drops and 3 5-drops. Seems good. But I like all my 5-drops quite a bit. I think they're great. They're like, they're real good. Do you like Trebuchet or Bell next turn? That seems good is my good. You know what I mean? Yeah, Bell's correct. Having Barge in and Dragonfire is nice, but would like another mountain here. Boo! Wish I had it Forever Young. I see how it's going to be. Just going to drop the Errant here. And then we have super options next turn. We can literally cast... Oh, we can't cast literally everything, but we have many options next turn off of this. Annoying, but our creatures are attacking with 3 or 4 power, and Trebuchet doesn't care about this, so I think we can fade the Revenge pretty easily here, actually. I don't even want to give him a chump here. I'm going to go with Dragonfire on the Jousting Dummy and Trebuchet this turn. Oh, I thought it gives +1, not menaced. Maybe no, it doesn't. It gives something else. I should read my cards, but I was actually correct about what they did this time, so there's that. That hurts, but I think we're actually still in good shape. Use your trebuchet, Ryan. Use your trebuchet, Ryan. Use your trebuchet, Ryan. Use your trebuchet. Use your trebuchet. Use your trebuchet. Use it. You're going to tap this. You're going to tap this and deal pointed damage before you untap. You ready, Ryan? You ready? You ready? You ready? All right. I just have to do that every time, and then we're fine. Maybe. This is still worth a point, assuming they don't do anything here. All right, that's what I was figuring, that they had some sort of removal here, but this is fine. Ish. Fine-ish. And them being dead is pretty good. Heck, with this deck, maybe we'll finish this draft. I'm gonna play at least a couple more games here. Oh man, I haven't seen Marshall in a bit. I keep forgetting to work that out. I don't know. That's the answer. I don't know. Wish we had more aggro start here, but I can't send this back, so we're gonna keep. Hopefully we find one of our many twos. Now Tuco's gonna mull this. I'm not gonna mull this. We have so many outs to playable twos. We're on the draw. We get kind of couple more shots at it. Hey, there's Marsh. What's up, bud? When do you want to come on? Lurker. Got a dirty lurker here. Decisions, not results, folks. 3 land draws in a row was highly unlikely. Are the talking heads a thing? Yes, except they don't have a "the" in their name. They are simply talking heads. To be pedantic about it. Talking Heads are one of my top 5 bands, easy. Smug for what? Why are we smug? Because I'm getting flooded? Okay. Well played, Richard. Yeah, check out, I mean, Remain in Light is my favorite album by Talking Heads. Wow, what a mill. Yikes. Too bad. I know, I think he was wrong. I think that was a great keep. How do you can't mulligan Trebuchet and 2 premium removal spells and 4 lands. No, that's, come on. Don't make me mad now. You 2020 jerks. Hindsight 2020 chatters acting like, duh, of course you were going to flood out. Nobody wins. This is just a flood out. Come on. Yeah, result. I thought Marshall and I taught you all better than being as results oriented as some of you are being here. And I also disagree with going to 16 here. I think we have the tools. Also, it's not that impactful. The difference between 16 and 17 isn't even that huge. Always more work, Marsh. It's not my favorite Elbow album, but I'm enjoying it decently, Dionysus. Maybe it'll grow on me more. But I'm still... I think Cast of Thousands is my favorite Elbow album. We're not going to bake that. We can reave it on our turn if we want. Or start pinging it. All right, now we get to make them have removal. Oh, didn't say please. Sneaky Wheel, I forgot they had the mana for that. I don't think I would have not cast it, though. Favorite album right now? I mean... Yeah, this one's looking uphill. I'm kind of gazing at chat right now, feeling like we're not going to take this one with this draw. Yeah, soft to variance, aren't we all? Well, let's take out this sprite. And I was thinking, Dionysus, I haven't listened to a lot of start to finish albums. I mean, if you want, I still think Lizzo's album might be just the best album of the year. I really like the Raconteurs album. It's good this year. The Nationals album from this year is growing on me. But I continue, like, man, if you haven't checked out Phosphorescent, C'est La Vie is my favorite album of the last couple years. Funny name, Hat. Let's get more land. Oh, darn it. It's a spell. I practically want to scoop. Like, our chances of winning from here, I don't even know how we win from here. Like, it's probably not by playing a Rimrock Knight into a Secret Keeper. Yeah, we'll hold lands now. That's a reasonable point. I've kind of given up on this game, though. Resolve Cauldron from the sideboard. Nice. Bon Iver Phosphorescent seems like it would be a fantastic show. No, it didn't seem like a Cauldron deck. Like, we're not even super happy reanimating our 2/1 Knights or whatever. Phosphorescent. There we go. More land. That's what we wanted. You know what? This is the paid account anyway. I don't think we have a hope of winning this game, and it's getting late. I'm going to concede this one so we can get another game in. On free-to-play, I might try to find a way to get there, but we were just way behind. I'd rather start fresh. All right, we need some black, but with 2 dwarves, and a joust, we'll keep this. Innkeeper. Oh, Curious Pair. All right. Well, you got a 1-drop for what that's worth. Planesrunner, the difference between my 2 accounts is that on this one, we're willing to break out the wallet to play how we want to play. And on the free-to-play account, we have only ever spent $5 on the welcome bundle. So if we attack with the red cap, they can offer pair for red cap, but we give up our turn. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to play dwarves. Now, this does, the joust, okay, barge in is nice. Barge in is nice. Because we get to dwarf and swing in, and then we can barge on the red, the weasel back. Yeah, joust could have worked, but I really like building the board here. They're playing around the barge in. I guess the question, and it becomes a 2-for-1, so that's a good block from their part on their part. Yeah, that's. I thought they might not double block, but also getting rid of the acolyte is also not the worst. Yeah, we could save it. But we have a lot else going on in the hand. I'm not going to. I'm going to get rid of the Acolyte. Yeah, Dinah, just check out Remain in Light by Talking Heads. If you're not... You know, people talk about favorite albums. It's so hard to name a favorite album, but honestly, if I had to say what album have I listened to like the most over the years, I think I would say Graceland. If you want to check out Graceland by Paul Simon, you'll probably be listening to my favorite album. Yeah, now we hold for a land, right? There's no sense, like, Joust, these aren't knights, so Joust doesn't do anything here. We pass. Joust doesn't do what you want it to do with these non-knight dwarfs. Remain in Light, yeah. Where's Hat? This sucks. Probably just the barrage, right? It gets the most done out of anything here on any land. Good thing we have 17 land, so we have a good chance of drawing our Amazing 5. All right. Or casting our Amazing 5. No one album from Cake has ever hit me of like, this album is astounding, but there's always like 3 songs on every Cake album that I find astounding. So I love Cake, but I can't name a Cake album as like my favorite album. Don't think we're winning this one, folks. King Crimson is great, yeah. For some old school prog. And write down, let's see, this heat, and then let's see, it was Hat who rented, or Nantuko recommended Asylum, Street, Spankers, and then what was the Phoebe Bridgers, right? It's the other one ish. He says, giving up on this game. All right. You know what? I'm gonna scoop it loose around here. All right, might as well play this one out. Maybe we get a full event here. Yeah, that's why I don't like aggro as well. That's why I was so down on Boros in guilds, even though it was ostensibly a pretty winning strategy. I just hate losing with... You just feel so helpless when you're losing with aggro. Like, I've scooped pretty early twice just because I could not conceive of how an aggro deck like ours could possibly come back and win from those scenarios. This is looking good, though. Yeah, this is why we do play aggro, because all your cards are kind of doing a similar thing and all work towards the same goal. I don't want to Rimrock until we can try and use it for value. that's another dwarf. Two dwarves isn't much better than one here if they trade off for the rider. I'm going to attack in, see what they want to do. They can have either one of these. And then we'll drop Bell. I don't mind giving them that trade. Wish this were a mountain, though. It's really awkward to be, again, loaded up with the wrong color. Not bad, though. I think we drop another dwarf and reave that soul. Weaselback cannot pump to take out the Witch Stalker, but I would trade half of Rimrock and a dwarf for that Witch Stalker. So, oh no, it does because of the bell. So yeah, we get to attack all. Sorry, this is good. You probably just block the dwarf, and then we'll Rimrock it to get that Witch Stalker out of the way. Unfortunately, again, low on red, so we can't double spell as much as we'd like here, but I still think it's correct to get this Witch Stalker out of the way. That's pretty good for us if they're in eating food time, if that's their big plan. We'll drop the Errant after this attack. Kenji's also a great aggro streamer. I mean, he'll, like anybody, he'll play anything, but historically Kenji's been a big aggro proponent. We can give the Red Cap Menace. Nice, yeah, this is not actually good for them. Oh, it's definitely not good for them. I had all these plans, but we're just gonna bake and it'll be fine. Now you got me curious. I wonder what my Spotify statistics are. Although, honestly, I still listen to, let's see, that doesn't matter. Look at this. Didn't see that coming. The National... What? This can't be right. Never mind. It's not worth it. What do we get? Another Errant. All right. Keep charging. Not gonna pump. We're gonna... Oh, they're gonna be dead. That's cool. Yeah, but... All data. Okay. I don't even understand how this is possible. Like, this is... I don't listen to enough... It's not my regular listening app. I use Napster, formerly Rhapsody, for my listening. So it's not really that revealing. I mean, for what it's worth, it says Fleetwood Mac, Peter Gabriel, Lizzo, The National, and Elbow, New Pornographers, Talking Heads, Cake, Paul Simon, and Fontaine's DC. That's my top 10. But it's my top 10 on Spotify, which doesn't tell the whole story. I'll keep playing. If we lose, we're done, so I'll keep playing. Well, Napster, they just bought... so the music streaming service Rhapsody, which has been around since the early aughts, like... I've been a subscriber of Rhapsody since 2001. And they're so dumb, because if they had just come up with a business model that didn't require people to give their credit card, they would be the Spotify of the world. Instead, because in order to even try it, you had to give them a credit card, I think they cut off a lot of their potential business. But anyway, I just have all my playlists on Spotify, so I listen largely there. Now, this is not doing much. This looks somewhat similar to the hand that I kept previously, except before we had Trebuchet and a couple of removal spells we could cast. This, I don't know what we're doing and when we're happy about it. I'm gonna mulligan this. All right, we keep this. There's some tools you can get to transfer your playlists, but they're pretty clunky, and I'm lazy. Well, Nantuko, Magic is a weird game where we have different opinions on stuff, I guess. Do that. Might be confused with the other black deck we had, or I don't know. I don't know what. Does it have it figured out now? Looks like it has it figured out now. We got Joust and Dwarves here. Let's... Although if we don't Joust the Apprentice, then it can start blocking successfully later. So I think we Joust the Apprentice. This becomes a 4 power, and they can block if they want. And we still have Searing Barrage to follow if we want to take out the Secret Keeper next turn. No, wait, Barrage, yeah, it does 5. So that's what I'm going to do. I haven't been able to really get into Chverches. And I will always pronounce it Chverches because that's what it says. Chverches just hasn't hit home with me, and I say that just because I have friends for whom it has really hit home, and they just love them. Favorite band type love. Play as a creature. We will barrage it. Might just win next turn at this point. If they kill, we won't. But if they just play a creature, I think we're in great shape. All right, well, that's effectively all they've done, is they're going to get a blocker, and we're going to kill it. And hopefully kill them. We're at 19 cards. They've got a long way to go. Let's get that mill deck. Decent play. Oh, but we lucked our way to a top deck win. I'll take it. Suck it, Mill. I think we had a pretty good shot at him anyway. Oh, what's our actual record? We're at 3-2. I haven't updated my record in forever because I'm playing quickly. There we go. We'll keep it going here. It's not even 1 o'clock yet. Marshall's hanging out. Let's keep going. Can we all agree that this is a mulligan? All right, this looks fine. And what are we pitching? I'm gonna pitch the barge in. Dionysus, have you listened to every single song on my starting song playlist? I mean, if you haven't listened to literally everything on both of those playlists, do that. Although honestly, there's some songs I almost want to cut from the starting soon song of the day playlist that I use for thematic purposes that I don't truly love. Kind of want to cut those. Rimrock, you're late, but we'll bell it here. The theme thing made you discard it. Well, suck it up. There's only a few bad songs. They're not even bad. There's only a few songs on there that I don't utterly vouch for. So put one of my playlists on shuffle and then no. Purely picking for name per I have never been more insulted in my life, Dionysus. Oh, can you believe he said that to me? Can you believe it? He just said that to me like... Ugh. He has completely dismissed my playlist because I pick for song name. Oh. I might just ban you, Dionysus. I worked so hard on the combination of song quality and theme that, like, truly, Dionysus, you've never insulted me more. Never. Now I gotta decide how to win this game. Let's see. If we attack, they get the double block in the trade. I'm just trying to figure out if I don't want to bake Swordmaster because we're about to get Kara. So I'm gonna be a little hesitant here and just not do anything. I mean, I could play the Rimrock for no value, but I think that'll be yeah, I'm gonna just pass. We'll leave Bacon to a pie up. No, Dionysus, I don't know Dionysus, but I think I get him. I think he gets me. We have fun. He's a weirdo. Right, Dionysus? Do you admit you're a weirdo? I think you're a weirdo. I'm a weirdo, but weirdos are my people, so it's really not an insult. I want a chat full of weirdos and not jerks. That's kind of what I want. I know he can't talk, but I know he's listening. I know he's listening. I've never banned Marshall before. We could start. All right, let's see if Sir Kara clears up this board a little bit. Oh, do they have the bad mana leak here or something? No. Yeah, maybe they have bake. But they can crack this. We don't know what the pause means. Witching Well explains the pause all by itself. Made him have it. Starbucks does what they have to do to provide a consistent taste around the world. But the way they provide a consistent taste around the world is to generally burn the heck out of their beans. All right, Oppo's getting aggro now. That's fine. I guess they're going to make us sack, though. What makes somebody an apologist? I only explain, I understand why they do what they do. That's all. Are you kidding? My son works at Dick's Drive-In now. I get half-price burgers. That's what I do. No McDonald's. I haven't been to McDonald's in years. Yeah, James. Around here, we call Starbucks Charbucks. But they're just trying to make a consistent flavor profile. And the easiest way to get a consistent flavor profile out of your coffee is to burn the beans. Then burnt is your flavor profile. And it's consistent no matter what the bean, or what the region, or where you serve it. Well, I guess I'll start. Let's see. I'm getting into chat now, and I'm not even trying to figure out how to win a game. How do we win this game? I guess Errant first, and then we get into some trebuchet action. I think people like Starbucks coffee in a Stockholm syndrome kind of way. And there are people who legit love the burnt profile. Like that carbony burnt flavor is something that some people go for, but again, I think most people who say they love it have just never had anything else and have gotten used to a thing that is suboptimal. But there are people who are like, no, I have tried many different flavors of coffee. I've tried many different beans, many different roast levels, and I just like the char. Leave me alone. And to them, I say, I leave you alone. Enjoy it. Do what you do. If you've never had coffee at all, don't start with Starbucks. Start with an artisan light roast. Yeah, and if it all tastes awful to you, I can't help you there either. Like, the fact that Marshall doesn't like coffee is just so sad. Because if Marshall liked coffee, I could be hooking him up with great coffee, but it just doesn't matter. He just doesn't like it. So what are you going to do? What do they take from us? They're gonna make an errant. We're so dead. Yeah, college is when I started liking coffee too. Interesting that they're even bothering to block, but okay. I mean, they know our whole hand. Oh, that's fair. Totally. That makes complete sense. I just wasn't thinking about it. Too busy debating coffee. No, I don't recommend Keurig because it's super expensive, and the contents of those little K cups is old coffee. The fundamental thing about good coffee is getting it not burnt and fresh. If you get not burnt coffee that was roasted recently, you're going to be pretty happy. But also, not only is it old coffee in the cups, it's old ground coffee. You really want to grind your beans at the point of brew. One of the biggest quality things you can do is to grind right before you brew. Yeah, I do that too. Yeah, there are K cups that have fill your own, so you can do that. French press is great, but it's a tough cleanup. AeroPress is like French press with amazing cleanup. I'm totally talking coffee because we're not winning this Magic game, right? Yeah, don't overbrew it. Don't use boiling water when you brew coffee. Boiling water is too hot. You want high 190s probably at the most. Are we just dead? I'm not even gonna play it right now. I think we're just dead, folks. Oh man, I mean, if you want worldwide voting, tea would crush coffee. So many more tea drinkers than coffee drinkers worldwide. I've never liked tea, but it's super interesting. I love the variety that it provides. I take my coffee in a way that shocks many. Cream and sugar. I have, you think I'm a coffee purist. I take my coffee seriously enough that I'm around coffee purists enough to know exactly how I get, like, I like cream and sugar in my coffee. I like pineapple on my pizza. I like Miracle Whip more than mayonnaise. And like, these are the three things that as a straight white middle-aged middle-class male are the only things that allow me to understand true prejudice in the world. See without liking cream and sugar in my coffee and pineapple on pizza and Miracle Whip, I would not. It gives me a little glimpse into hateful prejudice that exists in the world. Yeah, candy corn's great. See? Yeah, bring it. Bring it. Bring your booze. I love what I love, and that's the way of it. Oh yeah, I love 07. That's Sia's band. Like, everybody knows Sia, but not everybody knows that Sia used to be in 07. But like, so here, the argument I give when people are surprised that I take cream and sugar in my coffee, I'm like, do you take cream and sugar in your chocolate? Like, of course you do. You take cream and sugar in your chocolate because without it, it's bitter and worse. But even your dark chocolate has sugar in it. Even your dark chocolate has some dairy in it. I'm kind of like that, Tim Nose. Afternoon coffee, I will often drink black. I don't know too much Frank Ocean Dionysus. That kind of modern pop singing doesn't really grab me much, but do this now. But like, then it's delicious. Also, I'm a sugar addict, so that, you know, that's a thing. I bet, as much as like modern super pop doesn't always get me, some of it does. I think Bruno Mars is incredibly talented. I pretty appreciative of Bruno Mars. But I would almost see any of them live because the live shows for mega pop stars are just incredible. I think we're close to dead. No, is that an artist? I know there's a I was thinking Bonnaroo, but no, I don't know Bonbo. Bonobo. I think sugar only is one of the rarest coffee types. Like, there's blood types and there's coffee types. Like, sugar only is the rarest of the coffee types. Yeah, maybe Double Block Conrad was correct there. I'm barely thinking about this game anymore, to be honest. Thinking about coffee and how I'm going to make some more after this stream. Maybe I'll have it black since it's the afternoon. Although, actually, my coffee right now is terrible because it's not mine. My roaster is broken. I got to fix my roaster. I bought some coffee blind, and it was awful. All right, well, there's a double block that leaves us not necessarily dead, right? Here, sorry, do this first. Although, ostensibly, I should be able to cast that and tap in response to the trigger, right? Exactly, Invincible. That's why I've been willing to talk coffee, because I think this game is wildly over. All right, Oppo, good job. Let's give him. Let's give it up. Q Q Q Q. We're gonna cry. A full extra draft in because we went aggro. There you go. I thought that deck was all right. 3 and 3. We got. I'll take 3 and 3, but I thought that was a pretty good deck. Yeah, I expected better, but I feel like I always, not always, but mostly I expect better than 3-3, unless I really hate the deck. But I didn't hate the deck. I liked the deck, so I kind of was hoping for a little better. And Dionysus, welcome back after your timeout. Don't you ever, ever tell me again that I'm sacrificing song quality in my playlists. I work harder on my starting song of the day themes than I do on anything else on my stream. That playlist is incredible, and you can skip the songs you don't like. So if you want some recommended songs, then go check out my playlist and listen to the stuff you haven't listened to yet. They're all themed, Dionysus. Like, okay, here, I would cut the Christmas song because it's out of place to get a Christmas song on shuffle. I would cut Submachine, which is a techno song I put on because it was the theme of subscriptions, and a Submachine was just too perfect. And it's fine, it's okay, electronica. And then Yellow Submarine for the same week is like, Yellow Submarine is like the 89th best Beatles song or whatever. So you could cut those, but largely I stand by every song I put on those lists, and especially the also Dionysus, the meme and break song. Like, I only, like, since there's no theme related to the break songs, if you listen to my break songs, they're all recommended songs. And also, you can make a copy of the playlist and edit it yourself. So there's that. Anyway, I did promise an Artisan game, so we're even going to play Artisan. First, I'm going to say, for those of you on YouTube who were watching, I hope you enjoyed some coffee and music chatter while I sat there losing to some better decks. But I want to thank you for watching, and we'll catch you the next draft. See ya.